All right, here is a string-skipped arpeggio lick that owes a tip of the cap to guitarist Paul Gilbert from Racer X and Mr. Big. This uses two different arpeggios, two major arpeggios. It's in the key of C. So first I'm going to do a C major arpeggio and then a G major arpeggio. I'm going to do this lick twice in a row at regular speed, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. 2, 3, 4. That might seem like a lot, but it's actually just two major arpeggios, a C major arpeggio and a G major arpeggio, both in a row. So let's look at the C major arpeggio. What we've got is string skipping. So I start with a pull-off on the high E string from 12 to 8. And then I'm going to skip over the B string and catch the 12th of the G. And then what I do is skip back over the B string and go back to the 8th fret of the high E string. Come back over the B string again, and on the G string we've got 12 and 9. And then the 10th on the D, back to the 9th on the G. Then hammer on the 12th of the G. Up to the 8th on the high E again. Come down to the G again. Pull off from the 12th to the 9th. And from this note, you've got to jump all the way to the 12th on the high E string, pull it to the 8th again, reach over the B string, get the 12th on the G, and then finally the 8th fret on the high E string. So we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes total. It's just getting the pattern sequenced the proper way. That's it. After you do that once, take the entire pattern and skip one string towards your head and do it on starting on the B string. You'll skip over the G now. Skip the G. Skip the G. So that whole section is... Then you go back and do the pattern that we originally did on the high E string, the C major arpeggio. To the G major arpeggio one more time. And at the end, when you get to the 8th fret of the B string, instead of starting again, I reach with my pinky to the 13th of the B string and get the C note. And that's how I end it. Okay, take your time, do it slowly, do pull-offs and hammer-ons as much as you can to make it sound smooth, and really watch the sloppiness when you're skipping over those strings. Let me play it for you twice in a row, slowly, with our backing track, and you can hear what it sounds like. 3, 4.